Hey guys, so I have been wanting to try out new Crock-Pot recipes so I can get some that we really like on our menu because it's so much easier now that Sophie's in real school. Today I'm going to try out this, it's a pasta bake, something like that, and we're gonna try it out. The comments on this recipe were that it was very persnickety, that a lot of it depended on how your Crock-Pot cooked and a lot of various factors to so people either loved it or they didn't. So I was like, I'm gonna give it a try because it sounds good. And so hopefully if I tweak it a little, we can figure it out. All right, so you're gonna need bell pepper and onion, a clove of garlic. I'm using this as an alternative. A cup of sliced pepperoni. We use turkey pepperoni, you can use normal. 32 ounces of pasta sauce. You can make your own, I'm just using this. Italian seasoning. 16 ounces of spiral pasta, 1 cup of water, and a pound of ground beef or ground turkey or ground chicken. All right, combine your turkey or beef or chicken, whatever you're using, with the chopped onion, chopped bell pepper, your garlic, your Italian seasoning, and a cup of pepperoni. Brown all of this together on a medium-high heat and then drain the fat when you're done. In the middle of browning this, and it smells amazing. The garlic and the Italian seasonings are really coming through and it just smells so good. Rinse your dry pasta, this is uncooked, and then add it to your Crock-Pot. Now this is brown, I'm gonna drain it and add it to the Crock-Pot. All right, I added the drained meat mixture on top of the uncooked rinsed pasta, and I'm gonna stir this all together. Now I'm going to pour my pasta sauce and my cup of water, and I'm not really mixing it up, I'm just kind of spreading the tomato sauce around. You don't really need to mix the pasta sauce and water because as it cooks, I just spread it around. As it cooks, it's gonna seep down into the pasta. The last thing to add is your cup of mozzarella, and you just sprinkle it all over the top. All right, go ahead and cover it and cook it on low for 5 to 6 hours. And while it's cooking, try not to ever lift the lid till right at the end. All right guys, so up until now, I followed the instructions, except that the Italian seasoning I added on my own. So the cheese is definitely starting to burn on the sides, but my pasta's not. I already stuck the spoon in to try, but the thing is that I stopped it early. Because that was one of the complaints I read. Some people said that it just really depends on your Crock-Pot. So I actually stuck mine in for 6 hours, but I stopped it at about 4 hours and 15 minutes and put it to warm. So I did, you know, they said 5 to 6 hours, and so now, like I said, the cheese is actually starting to brown up, maybe a little bit too much on the side, but that's okay. But I tried on the edge and it's fine. Like some people had said it was kind of, their pasta started to burn on the side. Mine did not. Mine also comes out really easily. My pasta is a little mushy, which I actually don't mind, but that was a complaint. Some people did mind that. Mine's fine. So that would be something you could cook it less time if you want your pasta more al dente. So I've tried it. I actually thought it was really good. It's a little bland to me, but I'm from Texas. I'm from Houston, Texas. So our food, we're from an area where our food is heavily flavored. So we're used to a lot more spice to our food. And I don't just mean hot spice, I mean spice in general. So I actually think that this would be great for someone from a different area. Might not think it's bland. That tends to be Kyle and I's issue with most meals, is like when we find these meals and people love them and we're like, it's a little bland, but it's just because culturally what we're used to. We've grown up with food that's got a lot more like spice to it. So that's my only complaint. Other than that, it's good. The pasta, it is mushy. Like I said, that doesn't bother me, but it might bother you. And other than that, I did, like I said, I added the Italian seasoning on my own. The recipe didn't call for it. I'm glad I did, because even with it, it's a little bland, so I would definitely add that. Even if you don't like a lot of spice to your food, the Italian seasoning is not gonna be too much, it's gonna be good. I would probably just maybe season it up a little bit more. And other than that, I mean, it seems pretty good. So I would definitely do this one again. Maybe add a tiny bit more spice to it. You could add other things to it. You could add, I don't like black olives, but I could see if you did like black olives, they would be good in here. I think actual diced tomatoes would be delicious. My sauce actually had some like tomato chunks in it and I liked that, so I would maybe do some more. The onion and bell pepper were perfect. They were delicious. And like I said, maybe just a pinch of kosher salt or maybe a little bit more of that Italian seasoning, and I think it would be even better. Now I know in my crock pot, it doesn't even take, my crock pot about 4 to 4.5 hours is fine. So like I said though, a lot of the complaints on the recipe had to do with people's individual crock pots and things like that. So that's not really the recipe's fault, that's just a variable. So you'd have to kind of play around with it and figure out what way works best for you. And again, it also is gonna depend on your preference for pasta. Do you want it al dente or do you not? Everything is cooked except the pasta. So if you just cooked this less time, your pasta is gonna be more al dente, you'll be happier, great. If you're like me, you don't mind it a little mushy, I like really soft pasta, so it was fine. Alright guys, thank you for watching. If you try this recipe, let me know your tweaks and if you like it. So here it is again. Like I said, the cheese got a little extra brown, but I mean, it's still delicious, who cares? And the pasta sauce did fall all the way down into the bottom. So like not stirring that pasta sauce in was the correct thing to do. I just followed the instructions. It didn't say to stir it in, so I didn't, and it worked out perfect.